Let that shit ride, 88. These folks got to hear this shit, Saucy.
I get fall into no trap. Please don't ask me for no hangout on the text, won't answer back. I work hard to be on top, dodging the fall like my ex. I wake up in different places, different cars, get different sex. Really don't play about this shit no more. Fuck what they doing, we ain't losing. I just changed the closet up the trip, that's super stupid. Been this moment, I just laugh when they think I make this on music. They didn't know me the whole time, congratulate me like they know it. Boys around me had the way out, had to get it on my own. Niggas ain't give me shit, no food up in my plate, not even a bone. That's why I always move along. Those enemies ain't found them boys is close. If I see that you jealous, I don't want you close. If you telling the bitch, we know you a hoe. They say that they die for you, promise they won't. Them niggas ain't down, them niggas ain't low. Soon as you fall, them boys gon' go. Respect for your bitch, they gon' take where you go. I only stay down for me and I go for me, cause it's only one name on the song. Come out when they be mad.
Yo. What's going on, man? It's Mazuma TV. Shout out to the nation, shout out to the mob. We in the building. I hope everybody had a blessed, beautiful, positive, productive day. Chilling on this Friday night, man. I ain't got work tomorrow. I ain't got work the next day, so we chilling, man. I get to spend time with my son, who should be coming in any minute. You know what I mean? And we had our amateur show today, man. It was a rocky show. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. You know what I mean? With the Mazuma mob. We used to winning and all that, man. A couple of my guys came up short, unfortunately. And that shit sting, man. That shit sting, but that's part of the game. You know what I mean? If you ain't built for the L's, you ain't built for the W's. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. We gonna take these experiences, keep that shit moving. You know what I mean? But on the other hand, we did get some great wins as well. So I can't be totally disappointed. I'm a sore winner. You know what I mean? Losing is one of the worst feelings in the world. And the only way to really overcome that is to learn from it and just keep pushing. You know what I mean? But shout out to all my guys. Shout out to the mob that performed today. I'm proud of every single one of y'all, regardless of the outcome. And we just gonna keep this shit moving, man. But let me shout out to the people that's in the building, man. It seems like there's 5 people in the building. Let me get 5 likes, man. Let me get 5 likes. John Wall. Shout out to the John Wall. He said Shakur dissed Southpaw. Yeah, I seen that. I seen it as soon as he posted. I just so happened to refresh the page like a minute into it. Shakur had dissed him on 2 social media platforms. I seen it on Twitter and I seen it on Instagram. So obviously Shakur has been watching Southpaw, and he allowed that man to get under his skin, so he gave that man a free shout-out. You know what I mean? I think what we need to learn, especially when we especially somebody as famous as Shakur, there's some things that you should keep to yourself. You know what I mean? All you're doing is empowering the man at the end of the day. All you're doing is running that man checks up at the end of the day on YouTube. And if you genuinely feel like he a hater or you don't fuck with him or nothing like that, shouldn't give him any type of publicity. But shout out to Southpaw for getting that publicity, you know what I mean? He got exactly what he was looking for, and he took advantage of it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. That's how Southpaw move. That's one of my guys, though. I fuck with Southpaw always. Blessings, Mark. Yo, shout out Slime. What up, homie? Drolly? He wrote, yo, why Shakur expose Southpaw like that? I mean, I don't think he necessarily exposed him, though. I don't think he necessarily exposed him. I think he just showed some DMs that Southpaw has sent in the past. And Southpaw, he always fucked with Shakur. You know what I mean? He don't hold him close like he do like Gervonta Davis or anything like that. But from what I remember, he gives Shakur his respect. You know what I mean? He just be talking his shit here and there. And, a lot of people only pay attention to the negatives because negativity sells. You know what I mean? Negativity gets a lot of traction. It gets a lot of attention. A lot of people gravitate towards negativity before they look at the positive things. That's just how humans work. You know what I mean? Got 6 people in the building. Yo, Ree, what up, homie? Yeah. Southpaw. Shakur had some words for Southpaw. That's all. Something like. No flowers from my part. What you mean? What you mean by that? What you mean by that, Slime? But yeah, man, there's some things I definitely want to get into today. It's both some funny topics. Both some funny topics that I feel like need to be addressed because it's interesting. You know what I mean? I think I was one of the first channels. That made that report about Keyshawn Davis getting that 90-day suspension again, that W reversed into a no contest. And I said that from what I heard from my sources was that he got popped for weed. Y'all can just go back on the live, check it out. And even the homie Southpaw was like, yo, bro, do you know that for fact? Because I don't want to put out no false information. And I'm like, bro, that's what my source told me. That's what I'm rocking with, because every time he done told me something, he ended up being right. He's a real trusted source of mine. You know what I mean? That's involved with the people. That's involved in the boxing business. And he told me it was marijuana. And it definitely surprised me. But then if you really look at Keyshawn, bro, he looked like he smoked. He looked like one of them dudes that keep a backwood on him. You know what I mean? You look at Keyshawn and you tell me if he looked like he ever rolled up before. That motherfucker look like he pearl shit. I'm going to keep it a buck. You know what I mean? But no, I'm just joking. You know what I mean? I'm just playing. But, Keyshawn Davis, he got caught for the marijuana, and there's been some mixed reviews about it. I personally said initially, my first thoughts on it was that he just need to reevaluate his circle. You know what I mean? Not really get in tune with people who get into them type of things. He needs to clean up his lifestyle so he could avoid trouble, because in all honesty, you just missed out on a big opportunity to fight Jose Pedraza. You missed out on a huge opportunity to fight Jose Pedraza. And you don't got nobody to blame but yourself. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, you definitely need to tighten up and get that shit out your system before you even get a fight camp started. That's just my personal opinion on the situation. But apparently, Keyshawn has finally put out a statement on the situation. Shout out to Keyshawn for putting out the statement, because there's people nowadays who just let shit rock out for the whole mystique of things. They don't really speak on things. They just let people think what they want. Like Alicia Baumgartner test positive for PEDs. And she was saying how she was innocent, that the truth was going to come out. And ever since then, she just been showing pictures of her ass. So it's like, all right, like, you know what I mean? People just staying quiet now, don't want to address anything and keep shit to themselves. Keyshawn stepped up. And he took accountability for what he did. You know what I mean? He made it clear that, yeah, that's something that he was getting into. But reading this text right here, they call Keyshawn the businessman, and it sounds like he's standing on his business, man. He sounds like he's standing on his business, man. I'm going to get into his statement on Instagram. I got it saved right here, and I'm about to put this drawing up for y'all. Yo, like the videos, man. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, put it to on so you'll know exactly when I'm going live and posting videos, all that good stuff. And I'm going to put out a more detailed video about this whole Keyshawn Davis situation later on tomorrow. You know what I mean? I'm going to try to put that out early afternoon, probably mid-afternoon, you know, something along those lines. Yeah, Alicia Baumgartner test positive for performance enhancement drugs and just completely went quiet. And now she's showing her body, and now everybody just forgot about it. Forgot about the whole situation. Completely forgot that she's a drug cheat. But Keyshawn Davis, he's standing on business, man. Yo, what up, Teach? What up? You know what I mean? And nobody really cared, and it's crazy because I come from the world of boxing. Yo, Oscar Cardina, yo, I appreciate that, homie. Thank you. He said congratulations on hitting 1K. Yo, I appreciate that, homie. Thank you. The next joint is 2K, so let's see what we do. We got 6 to 7 people in the building. Hit the like button, man. Let's get the algorithms popping on this motherfucker, you know what I mean? Yeah, and the crews can get it too. Yeah, she used to train with us, bro. I'm familiar with Leanna. But let me put up the statement that Keyshawn Davis put up on his social media. I don't know if it was on Twitter, but I did catch it on Instagram. So let's see what Keyshawn got to say about this situation, because like I said, it's been some mixed reviews. A lot of people letting him slide. Some people feeling like he's being irresponsible, you know what I mean, and putting a hold on his career for some dumb actions that he's taking, he's getting into, some dumb actions he's getting into. And I can see both sides of the coin, but let's see what Keyshawn thinks about all of this. You know what I mean? Because in all honesty, when I was first reading it, I thought he was going to apologize, say he wasn't going to do it again, but let's see exactly what he's saying. According to Keyshawn, he says, I truly apologize to my family and supporters for not being able to fight. I feel extremely bad for not being able to perform. However, you know what I'm saying? As soon as he said however, I was like, oh, where he about to go with this? We about to find this out right now. Rules are rules, and unfortunately, this boxing commission still feels Mary Jane is a performance enhancement substance, when in today's time, this same substance is used for medical purposes and can be bought either medically or recreational. That boy came out swinging. He making points out here. What we do for a living isn't easy at all, and only us fighters feel the pain after we go through a full training camp with the sparring, underlying injuries we may have, but still have to fight through it because we have to get paid. Another great point. Stomach issues. So it sounds like he may have some irritable bowel disorder, you know what I mean? Similar to what I had. It may sound like he may have something going on with his stomach. And me personally, I have ulcerative colitis, and they recommended medicinal marijuana. You know what I mean? So I know exactly what he's talking about. As well as just going through the pressure we face day in and out our careers. This is a brutal contact sport, and me personally is not using this as an excuse, but this is the reality us fighters go through. Moving forward, I will better manage the time frame, so I will not pop for the drug test again, but I will not stop doing something that is now legal and being sold in our country, America. So he pretty much saying, yo, I'm gonna just make sure this shit get out my system before they test me again. So this is a completely unorthodox approach. I never saw a fighter really go against commissions, like penalizing them and shit like that. I heard them complain, but not to this extent. He goes on to say, let me see, where was he at? Being sold in our country, America. I'm speaking up for all the fighters, athletes out there under contracts saying Mary Jane is prohibited, especially being that it's sold as a medical drug in America. Let's move forward in today's world and end this. Thank you. Star emoji. Yo, Keyshawn, they call him the businessman, and he's living up to that alias, man. So, I mean, y'all can read between the lines yourself and exactly what he said, but to sum it up, he said, yo, I apologize to my fans for me testing positive for marijuana. You know what I mean? I missed out. I disappointed you guys. I know y'all guys wanted to see me in a fight, but this held everything up. However, he says, yo, weed is considered like a banned substance, but it's being sold medicinally, well, medically. They have medicinal marijuana. It's sold medically. And it's being used recreationally, depending on where you are. You know what I'm saying? These are all crazy points. These are all solid points. He did not say anything wrong. You know what I mean? I agree with every single thing Keyshawn said in this situation. Am I a big Keyshawn fan? No. But looking at what he's talking about, he pretty much said, yo, this shit is legal everywhere. People using it recreationally, people using it medically. I go through a lot during training camp, man. I'll be under a lot of stress. I'll be sore. I'm in pain. You know what I mean? And this helps alleviate that. And I can speak on this from personal experience. I have a chronic illness in my stomach. Whenever I went through pain, there were situations where I've used weed in the past. Not a habitual smoker, maybe like a once every 1 or 2 years kind of smoker. But you can tell that it alleviates you from that stomach pain. You know what I mean? So he pretty much saying, yo, I got fucking underlying injuries. I'm stressed out during camp. I'm sore, and this helps make me feel better. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, he's saying, yo, this shit helps me in so many different ways, and it's not a performance enhancement drug. It's not a performance enhancement drug. This is being legalized all over the country, and I don't understand why we still stuck in these times where marijuana is still considered a banned substance. He doesn't understand it. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? And he went on to say, yo, I'm not going to stop smoking weed. He said that he's going to do it in a better time frame. He's going to make sure that it won't be in the system when it comes to the fight and when he gets tested. You know what I mean? So he pretty much standing on business. He's saying, yo, athletes, let's come together to try to create some type of change. And I salute Keyshawn for that, man. He going against the system. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's not like the man got caught with clenbuterol or ostarine or some type of HGH or anything like that. They let Beterbiev slide for using cocaine. You know what I'm saying? Why can't this man get a pass for using marijuana? Because cocaine is more of an extreme drug. Mind you, they did strip Beterbiev, but he faced very little punishment for the most part. And then on top of that, got the world title back. He was right in line to fight for it again. They didn't look at it as a serious issue. He came out, apologized, took accountability. They let him go. Keyshawn is letting y'all know, like, yo, this ain't no like accident. You know what I mean? This is something that I do to help me get through camp, and I'm gonna continue doing it. I'm gonna just make sure that it's out of my system when the time comes to be tested. Going against the system, you gotta salute that man, bro. You gotta salute that man. Me personally, I don't rate marijuana as some type of drug that'll help you perform better in the ring at all. Now, what I want to know is, was Keyshawn Davis high during this fight? That's what I want to know. Because if he was high during this fight, that's hilarious. You know what I'm saying? They acting like this dude does smoke wet or K2, angel dust, whatever. Bro, that man was smoking marijuana, bro. He was smoking weed. You know what I mean? And if anything, you could say that weed may work against you. They say that weed is linked to Alzheimer's. They say that weed, of course, bad for the lungs. And lungs are very important as a professional boxer or a boxer in general. They say it slows down reflexes. They say a lot of things about marijuana. You know what I mean? So how is it really a performance enhancement drug? Or I don't know if they consider it a performance enhancement drug or they just consider it a banned substance. But regardless, the world is changing, man. There's a totally different outlook on marijuana. Exactly. Teach. He said marijuana will most likely make your reflexes slower since it relaxes you. Yeah. It slows things down. You know what I mean? I just don't understand with the I don't think that warrants his win being reversed to a no contest. I don't understand that, bro. Y'all completely took a win away from a fighter because he smoked weed, as if the weed was the reason for him winning. I don't understand that, bro. That man earned that victory. He went through a whole training camp. He fought his ass off. He trained his ass off going into this fight. Y'all just gonna take that W away from him because he wanted to smoke some weed before a fight? I don't understand that, bro. I'm not rocking with the commission on this one. I'm rocking with Keyshawn 100% in this situation. And there's plenty of athletes who dominated whatever their sport was using marijuana. You know what I mean? Michael Phelps was smoking out a bomb. He got the most, I think he got the most gold medals in Olympic history. Correct me if I'm wrong. The best swimmer to ever live, Michael Phelps. He was on magazines and everything, smoking out of a bong. Did they take his gold medals for that? No. Usain Bolt has came on record as the fastest man alive, the fastest man to ever live. He said he smoked weed. He Jamaican. Did they take away his accolades because he smoked weed? Not at all. Shakur got caught smoking weed. Did they take away from her accolades? Not at all. She actually went on to win competitions afterwards and continue to perform at a high level. So all these athletes are getting caught using marijuana, and they're still performing at a high level. Yeah, bro, they did try to finish Shakur. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, they did. They was trying to destroy her. You know what I mean? But she rose above, and that's what real people do. You know what I'm saying? That man Usain Bolt was running, 27 miles an hour, smoking weed? Come on, man. All these top athletes have done it, man. There needs to be some type of change in regards to that situation, man. Weed needs to be legal, period. You know what I mean? This ain't crack. This ain't crack rock. Coke. These ain't dope. This ain't dope. These ain't pills. This ain't none of that. So I haven't met not one person that died from smoking weed or overdosed from smoking weed. You know what I mean? So with that being considered, it's like need to be some type of change, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. If they want to smoke weed on their free time, go ahead. These boxers, they drink and get drunk on their free time, and that's much more harmful to the body than marijuana is. You know what I mean? And slime tripping. Y'all tripping. I'm trying to be serious here, man. It's an unfortunate situation, bro. They reversed that man's W that he worked hard for. You know what I mean? But all right, that's what I really wanted to get off, man. I'm backing Keyshawn 100% in this situation, bro. As a fighter, there's be some things I disagree with him with. But in this particular situation, I don't think that deserves an L, bro. Or a no contest, not an L, a no contest. I think they should get that man his W back. That's what I think. But all right, let me put this link up for Southpaw. Let me put this up for him. See what he got to say about the situation. Probably going to speak on the Shakur shit. All right, let's see what he's talking about. But I'm going to keep it. As soon as Southpaw get off, I ain't going to be having nobody else on. But I'm rocking with Keyshawn in this situation, man. He got my full support. I don't think a positive marijuana test warrants taking a W off somebody's record, bro. I'm standing on it. And I think there need to be some type of change with that. I feel like marijuana, if it's used properly, can actually help fighters with the healing process and, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So let's see what Southpaw talking about. We got 16 people in the building. Let's get 16 likes. You know what I mean? Let's hit the like button, man. If you're enjoying the content, hit the like button. You know what I mean? My boy Southpaw in here right now. Let's get to talking about it. Yo.
You talking about Keyshawn with the weed thing?
Yeah, I was talking about the statement that he put up on Instagram. This it right here. Yeah, that joint that he put out a little statement about it and pretty much said that, like, yeah, that was me. You know what I'm saying? He took full accountability for it. Then went on to say that he not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? He said, huh?
Weed is not illegal. If you were smoking crack or coke, man, it's weed,
that's
bro.
exactly what I'm saying. But like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of Keyshawn. We all know this. It's public
Me
record.
neither. But wrong.
In this exact situation, it's like, bro, like if this man wants to smoke weed on his off time, bro, because he said the reasons why. He said, yo, bro, like I be having injuries. I got stomach issues.
That shit
I be
legal.
having long camps. You know, it should be stressful, bro. I've been through this situation, especially the stomach issues.
CBD also, you know, the creams, it helps, bro. I don't understand the problem.
Yeah, bro. And then it's like, go
I
ahead.
bet if it was Canelo, my bad. I bet if it was Canelo or you know, Cater Plant, you know, he would be an advocate for whatever strain that was.
Yeah. They reached clenbuterol levels with Canelo, so you already know they probably make that legal. They probably reverse that.
Weed is legal. Hey, in Philly, it's damn near legal because everybody smoke it. But in Chicago, weed's legal, bro. They got the dispensary. You walk in, which you know what I'm saying? Like you buying liquor. It's over here. It's like it's legal. It's like it's not a crime, bro. So I don't understand where he from. Maybe it's New Jersey. I mean, no, he from Virginia somewhere. So I don't know, man. I really can't tell you, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, yo, Mark, man. Can I have the floor for about maybe 40 seconds, brother?
Yes. Hold on.
Okay, yo.
How I take myself off? How I take myself off?
No, you good, brother. Hey, nah.
Nah, I'm gonna give you the floor, bro. You know what I mean? This what we do over here. You my brother, man. So I'm gonna let you
yes, sir. Hey, yo, man, first and foremost, everybody.
Oh no, wait.
Hey, yo, man, first and foremost, everybody subscribes to Mazuma Boxing. Mazuma TV, man. Probably one of the realest boxing podcasts in the game. Second off, if you attracted to a female built like Lyric Michelle, I question you and your manhood, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the era where we like women built like women. So if you like a female built like Lyric Michelle, I question you, bro. I highly question your sexuality. This is just a question that I have, bro. And at the same time, yeah, I was a big fan of Shakur Stevenson. But like the weather shit changes, bro. Once you start dick eating, excuse my language, you know what I'm saying? Shit changes. Hey, and I bet you Shakur Stevenson won't show you when he used to post me on his story. But I got everything. I got all the receipts, bro. At the same time, when Shakur Stevenson just posted me, he shot my views up. Stupid. You getting me paid. When I talk about your team getting stepped on by Jahan Ingram, you getting me paid. Every time y'all say my name, you're getting me paid. Every time Shakur mention me, it's giving me a shout out, getting me paid. I get paid 24/7. Shakur Stevenson's little team, they only get paid when they fight. Let me repeat that for you fucking dummies who don't know what I'm talking about. Shakur Stevenson's bum ass team, they have to live check by check. They get paid every time they find a cherry pick to step on. I'm getting paid right now as I'm talking to y'all. I'm Mazuma TV, best boxing podcast in the game. So like I said, I'm not gonna take up too much of y'all time. Ask Lyric Michelle how young boys' kids taste. Screen record this, post it all over Twitter. Ask Lyric Michelle how NBA young boys' children taste, because you know she swallowed them children. But Shakur loves her, right? He had a baby with her, right? Every time Shakur Stevenson hold his baby, matter of fact, I'm not even finna go there. God bless the baby. All I gotta say is, if you like a female built like Lyric Michelle, I question your sexuality, bro. That hoe got a boy body. Everybody subscribe to Mazuma Boxing. I'm gone.
Yeah, this dude Southpaw is crazy. But that man stand on everything he says, so you gotta get that man his props, dog. He not one of them dudes that throw rocks and hide his hand. We know that for sure. But we got the exclusive here on Mazuma TV for sure. For sure. All right, we got yeah. I was dying laughing over here. I had to mute my mic. Shout out to Southpaw, bro. That boy is insane. But yeah, man. So going back to the whole Keyshawn situation, man, it's unfortunate. You know what I mean? And Nair Albright's from Philadelphia. He live in Jersey right now, but He's from Philly. He came up in Philly, and I watched him come up. You know what I mean? He's a talented fighter. I knew that he would give Keyshawn problems in the fight. I knew that he wasn't capable of being Keyshawn. I understood there was levels. I understand there was levels. But I knew that Nair had some sort of ability that he could have made it a challenge for Keyshawn. He did. I mean, he even hurt Keyshawn, in my opinion, during that fight when he got hit with that clean right hand. But Keyshawn performed well. He won convincingly. And it's sad that him getting caught with weed, marijuana, whatever you want to call it, is the reason why they decided to reverse his decision as if he was some type of cheater. You know what I mean? Yeah, woo. Yeah, woo, teach. Woo, for sure. Nair, woo. You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate that something that he worked so hard for was taken away from him because he decided to use a drug that's legal just about everywhere. We have medical marijuana dispensaries in Philadelphia. It's recreational in a lot of cities. You know what I mean? So, obviously, if it's legalized, it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Like I said, like me and Southpaw said, it's not like he got caught with cocaine. It's not like he got caught with crack. It's not like he got caught up with pills. It's not like dope or anything like that. You know what I mean? So with that being said, it's like I really hope that they really go back to this situation. I hope that Keyshawn attempts to dispute this no contest. I hope that he really fights for it and really make some change in the sport of boxing because I feel like that's something that needs to be changed. I feel like that's something that needs to be changed immediately. Whenever they take weed as a banned substance off of that list, they need to reverse that no contest back to a W. You know what I mean? But that's my whole take on the whole Keyshawn situation. I'm backing him 100%, man, and I'm standing with him, man. I'm standing with him in this situation. He's standing 10 toes on this. He's not apologizing for what he did, and he feels like there need to be some change. And I believe so as well. So I'm backing Keyshawn. Shout out to the businessman standing on business. He's living up to the name real well in this particular situation. There's 19 people in the building, man. Can we get 19 likes? Come on, man. At least 15. You know what I'm saying? Let's do that. You know what I mean? Subscribe to the channel if you like this content. My boy Southpaw just got on here and spoke his mind about the whole Shakur situation along with Keyshawn. You know what I mean? Next thing that I want to get into. The next thing I want to get into is the whole Saudi thing, bro. The whole Saudi thing. I don't know if they had to have gotten paid to all be there at the same time, bro. There's literally everybody in Saudi right now to go watch Tyson Fury and Ngannou. I don't think it's because they genuinely interested in this fight. You know what I mean? Yo, shout out to Southpaw for the super chat, man. That boy left a nice little 5-piece for me. He said somebody post that on Twitter and tag Shakur. Y'all heard him. Y'all heard him. Do what y'all gotta do, man. Yo, shout out to Southpaw for the super chat, supporting the channel, man. Much love, bro. But talking about this whole Saudi situation. Oh shit, what up? There's something about this motherfucking there's something about this stand, bro. It just be tweaking on me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I gotta switch this shit up or what. But this shit just be like falling at times, and I always gotta find ways to adjust this shit. Sometimes it be sturdy, other times it don't be. I don't know. But we gonna rock with it. But this whole Saudi situation, man, at Fury and Ngannou, I doubt highly that all these legends that's in the building is there strictly because they fuck with Fury and Ngannou fighting each other. I don't think that fight got that kind of pull. You know what I mean? It's interesting. You bringing the MMA and the boxing fans together in one setting and go see each other fight. Yo, Southpaw, I read the super chat, homie. We good. I read it again. He said somebody post that on Twitter and tag Shakur. So somebody go do that, man. Somebody from the nation, go ahead and bring that to Shakur's attention. You know what I mean? Yeah, teach a royal invitation. definitely the Royal Invitation. I think it had some payola on the side too. You know what I mean? Because it's literally everybody there, bro. That picture like really astonished me. They had Fury and Ngannou at the top, but in the meanwhile, they had Dmitry built. Bro, let's just go with the legends. They had Michael Spinks there. They had Buster Douglas there. They had Mike Tyson there, of course. He's training Ngannou. They had Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales, Manny Pacquiao, Ricky Hatton, Oscar De La Hoya. Yo, J Cash. Yo, shout out to J Cash for the super chat, man. Yo, I really appreciate that, homie. He said we showing love today, gang. I'm smoking Francis Ngannou this weekend. Yo, shout out to the super chat, J Cash. Yeah, man. I don't think it's gonna be too good for Ngannou, man. I think I don't even know if that man gonna land a punch. If he lands any type of power shot on Tyson Fury, I'll be surprised. But shout out to J Cash for that, man. I genuinely appreciate that, man. Thank you for supporting the channel. Slonway said, yo, Mark, talk about the James Toney thing. All right, I'm going to get to that. Let me talk about, let's address that real quick. So apparently, James Toney is coming back and fighting, who was it, Razor Reddick? I think it was Razor Reddick. Regardless of who it is, that's not even important. James Toney has been somebody who's taken a lot of, I'm going to keep it simple. That man has taken a lot of punishment from the sport of boxing. James Toney was notorious for sparring every day. You know what I mean? And being that he had that Philly shell type of defense, he took a lot of shots behind the head, and it's been having its effects on him. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have the best speech. It's very hard to understand him at times. I'm not shitting on him. James Toney is one of my favorite fighters of all time. Tito Trinidad, Andre Ward, James Toney, my top three, along with Lennox Lewis. He's in my top three, the top 5 favorite fighters ever. And he's always been that type dude that he's just a fighter, man. And he don't really understand when enough is enough. There's a lot of fighters who's so addicted to the sport of boxing, they don't know when enough is enough until they end up getting hurt drastically. You know what I mean? And apparently James Toney is coming back and fighting Donovan Razor Reddick, who was a former retired fighter as well. But I don't think Razor Reddick is in the same type of condition that James Toney is in, and that could be very dangerous for James Toney. You know what I'm saying? That man that had over, I want to say James Toney has around like 90 professional fights. You know what I mean? And the fact that these people are putting on this show and allowing that man to fight, knowing the type of condition that he's in health-wise, is completely disrespectful. You know what I mean? These are what you call vultures. These are people that you call leeches. When they want to get $1 so bad off of the sport of boxing that they willing to go against the grain to do so. Putting James Toney in a boxing ring at this current state in this current state is absolutely disrespectful. It's disrespectful. And these type of people don't need to be in the sport of boxing because, like I said, not all money is good money. You know what I mean? And you trying to capitalize off of James Toney, mental and health state. No, you know he's not going to say no. Like, James Toney will fight anybody on this earth walking. He's that type of dude. He will fight anybody. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know that from, I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. I was trying to get an autograph from James Toney not too long ago, and I reached out to his Instagram, I want to say maybe like 3-4 months ago. And he was like, yo, this isn't James Toney. This is his son. I could probably pull up the DMs and all. He was like, I said, yo, I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, I guess James Toney don't really be on his account like that. So I'm like, yeah, I was trying to see how I could get an autograph from the man. And he was like, oh, you got to send like $100 to my Cash App or something. And we'll get a glove sent over to you. And I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to trust giving James Toney's son $100. Not saying that he wouldn't give his father the $100. It's just that I don't know him personally to just give him a bean and just trust that he's going to send a glove to my crib. You know what I mean? Yeah, look what happened with Evander Holyfield. Yeah, he got dropped and knocked all over the ring by an MMA fighter, Vitor Belfort. That was embarrassing, man. And that's something that could possibly happen to James Toney. The last thing James Toney needs to be taking right now is any type of punches. Considering the state of health that he's in right now. It's not good. You know what I mean? The fact that I don't know if this is like if this is an exhibition or it's like sanctioned for real. But regardless, it's like, why is this being allowed, man? Why are y'all cool with doing this? Why are y'all cool with trying to make a profit off of people who not in the best state of mind? You know what I mean? So yeah, I think them dudes should be banned from boxing. I think all them dudes should be banned from boxing. Them dudes shouldn't have no type of promoter's license. They shouldn't be allowed to run any type of events that have to do with boxing because they're complete leeches. And y'all lucky I'm not head of commission or anything like that. Because if that was me, y'all would never promote a fight ever again just for attempting to do some shit like that. That's my take on the situation. That's my opinion. I feel like it's simple and plain. Now, I'm going to go back to the Saudi situation. They literally have everybody there. I'm surprised we didn't see Floyd Mayweather there, in all honesty. Yeah, they about to have him like they trying to have James Toney how they had Gerald McClellan. They trying to have him like Pritchard Cologne. They trying to have him like Wilfred Benitez. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good look. That's a bad joint, bro. That's a real bad joint. But yeah, they definitely was cutting them checks out there in Saudi to get them people to pop up. I was just naming, and they had MMA. They had MMA and boxing legends there. They had Lennox Lewis, Mike Tyson, Michael Spinks, Manny Pacquiao, Ricky Hatton, Oscar De La Hoya, Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales. It was just nonstop, and they all taking pictures together, having the time of their life. Then on top of that, they had MMA legends. They had, I believe they had, I think Shannon Briggs was there as well. Let's go champ. They had Rampage. I think they had Randy Couture. I don't know if that was that. I think it was Randy Couture. Chuck Liddell. They had a good amount of people, man, and it was dope seeing that. It was really dope seeing that, all the people coming together. And then the current guys in boxing, they had Israel Adesanya, of course. Who else? They had Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev, which we about to get into in a little bit. It was dope, man. It was dope seeing all them guys there and all coming together and just joining one setting. That picture is gonna be legendary when it's all said and done. For real. They was just missing Floyd. I'd have liked to see Floyd in that picture. I believe Roberto Duran was there as well. Sugar Ray Leonard was there. It was amazing, bro. Yeah, Big Baby. Jared Anderson was there. He was getting his props from Tyson Fury. That was extremely dope. Tyson Fury said he's the heir to the throne, and he's gonna be the next heavyweight champion. Let's just hope that Jared Anderson actually cares about fighting for a world title, because apparently he don't care about being world champion. He just wants the money. You know what I mean? Jay Prince is there as well. That's what's up. I didn't know that. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's get 5 more likes, man. My boy Jay Cash said, let's get 5 more likes, man. Just hit the thumbs up. It's not hard to do at all. The thumb is right there, man. Just click the thumb and just continue enjoying the content. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the channel if you ain't hit that button yet. You know what I mean? We got 16 people in the building. But what I really want to get into, which was very exciting for me, I posted it on my YouTube shorts, and the media went up next to Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev and had them shake hands and face off with each other, which was extremely dope. You know what I mean? It was extremely dope. That's one of the biggest fights to be made in boxing, in all honesty. They're both at the top of their game in the light heavyweight division. Artur Beterbiev has a 100% knockout ratio. He has the highest knockout ratio out of all the champions in boxing right now. He's the only one with a 100% knockout ratio. And then we have Dmitry Bivol, who's been making statements, man. Beat one of the top guys in boxing, in Canelo Alvarez. Beat Gilberto Ramirez. And he's been taking out guys. You know what I mean? His momentum's at an all-time high. And although Artur Beterbiev is 39 years old, he came off of a great victory and unified against Joe Smith. You know what I'm saying? So both of these guys are at the top of the light heavyweight division. And although the WBC is giving Dmitry Bivol a hard time with making this undisputed fight happen, I hope that them seeing each other in Saudi can maybe motivate them to make a fight happen. You know what I'm saying? It might be exactly what may have been needed. Cause you know, like when you distant from a person, you know what I mean, y'all fall back, things don't really come together how you want to. But once you see them in person, it may motivate you to actually see that person more, or actually plan on doing things with them. It's a whole different thing when that person is in front of your face. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that can actually spark something. And I think that's actually how the Mayweather and Pacquiao fight ended up happening, because Pacquiao and Floyd were just talking about each other through the media and not being sure if it happened. And Pacquiao and Mayweather ended up being at the same basketball game. They ended up linking up after the fight. They was talking to each other, and the fight was made shortly afterwards. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully that may spark something, and we can get a fight going in 2024 between the two. Because, like I said, that's one of the biggest fights in boxing amongst the hardcore boxing fans. Dmitry Bivol, Artur Beterbiev, they not household names. They not known amongst the casual fans, but amongst the hardcore fans, they're extremely respected. And that fight will be great for boxing, man. That fight will be great for boxing. But they had a little funny exchange as well. After they did the face-off and they looked away from each other, they asked Bivol and Beterbiev, yo, can like this fight actually happen, or something along them lines? And Beterbiev said to Bivol's face, I don't know, man. Like, he always talking about he want to fight, but he never fight nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, he always talking about fighting, but he never fight. And he like walked away. Like, Bivol was just sitting there. You know what I'm saying? And I think Bivol said something along the lines of, and who is he fighting? Or some shit like that. So that was a little funny exchange right there. I guess that's how Beterbiev feels about Bivol. Beterbiev may actually want the fight real bad, but he may feel like Bivol's not stepping up to the plate how he should be. That was the best thing I saw, that face-off between Bivol and Beterbiev. Yeah, that was exciting to see, bro. I screen recorded that right away. I was like, yo, this is fucking dope. I feel like the Saudis, man, I actually think that they could have a great place in boxing. I genuinely believe they could have a great place in boxing as long as they putting their money up and get in the boxing world, the fights that they want to see. I think they'll have a great spot in boxing. Them dudes have a shit ton of money, so it's not like there's gonna be any type of money shortages or anything like that. They get money by the gallon on the regular. You know what I'm saying? So they not gonna be tripping to put up their money and get these events going. I believe the Tyson Fury and Usyk fight. Hold on, what's being said, bro? I don't know why he calling me little bro. Like, I won't really like sunry. I don't really sunry. I don't even know why he talking to me like that. Like, if we was in person, you wouldn't be getting off that little bro stuff. I would really. I ain't even gonna say that. I'm monetized. I'm fully monetized now, so I can't be talking crazy. You know what I mean? Because of y'all, I already got a few lives that they limited my ads on there. Because y'all be talking too crazy. Yeah, I got cocotazos for that one. X-Line what a cocotazo is. Got something for that. Go ahead and try that. You gonna get put on World Star, homie. Yeah, that little bro stuff. Don't nobody. Even if you older than me, you not getting that little bro stuff off on me. I ain't one of them type dudes. I hope PBC could strike some type of deal to be on a streaming service and have regular fights broadcast on regular network TV and YouTube. That would be tight. Yeah, man. I think the reality of the situation is as life is continuing to go on, it seems like streaming services are the new wave. Keep it a buck though. Like, how often do you guys really sit down and watch TV? You know what I mean? Nah, I mean, me personally, I rarely ever sit down and watch TV. And if I'm sitting down watching the TV, it's usually if I'm on a streaming service like YouTube or Netflix might be on or Prime Video. You know what I mean? I'm rarely ever watching like a TV network, and if I am, it's usually boxing. I'm watching Showtime. You know what I mean? So, and Showtime is about to be long gone with it. After they do them couple Canelo fights, it's a wrap. So I feel like streaming services are the move. I think Al Heyman is understanding of that, and he's going to one of the biggest people who have a shitload of money, and that's Amazon, Jeff Bezos and them. You know what I mean? So I think a deal could be worked out. I think that they could be funded pretty good, and they can continue making great fights going into 2024. That's what I think. Streaming services are the new wave, man. Like, I'm hearing about all these different, like Tubi, Zeus. Of course, we got Netflix and Hulu. There's a whole bunch of different apps, man, and they all doing their thing. They all got their purposes. You know what I mean? So, wait, what's going on? Yeah, definitely get Coco Tasso out this joint. Yeah, people be watching Tubi, bro. They making fun of Tubi, but from what I heard, Tubi pretty successful. You know what I mean? So I rarely watch TV except for sports and to stream old cartoons. Yeah, keyword stream. Stream. You know what I mean? So, yeah, bro, that's the reality of the situation, man. There's a lot of money on these streaming on these streaming platforms. Al Heyman is aware of that. And for what I heard, they say Amazon's the front runner for who he may do a deal with, but DAZN is a runner-up in this situation. So if Al Heyman goes to DAZN, that can make things a lot easier with seeing PBC fighters fight Eddie Hearn, Matchroom fighters. It could be easier for Golden Boy fighters to fight PBC fighters. So it may open up that avenue. It's not like, well, I fight for Showtime, you fight for HBO. No, if Al Heyman goes to DAZN, then there's literally going to be no excuse. They're already on the same network. Why they can't make it happen? You know what I'm saying? We should put Rodney and Slime on Tubi on 5-5. Oh, yeah, you tripping. Put it on 5-5. We put that on Tubi, we might, you know what I'm saying? We might get a nice little deal off that. Folks definitely be watching Tubi. I'm telling you, we going to see a boxing match in there. Be putting on Tubi fights. Yeah, that I'm trying to tell you, that's a new thing. Like, there was this Spanish podcast. It's called Los Duros con Los Duros. They was streaming their podcast right there as the fights was going on. There was microphones and cameras everywhere. They live streamed my whole amateur card on YouTube. You know what I mean? I'll put the link on my community page if you want to see my guys fight. But yeah, bro, it's like streaming platforms and bro, it's a new wave, man. TV slowly but surely gonna these TV shows and all that, bro. It's not gonna be that anymore, man. And if we do watch TV shows, it's gonna be on a streaming service. That's just what it is. So yeah, man, that's pretty much it. You know what I mean? Saudi putting on some great fights, having some. Man, I would have loved to have been in that. I would have loved to have been in Saudi and experienced seeing all them legends, man. I definitely would have came over there with a few boxing gloves and would have had everybody signing. You know what I'm saying? I'd have definitely chopped it up with Shannon Briggs and meet my favorite heavyweight of all time, Lennox Lewis. That'd have been extremely dope, bro. Extremely dope. So, yeah, man. Well, what we talking about, man? Y'all talking about a whole bunch of nothing on there. I would have came there with a foam finger. You would have came there with a foam finger. You gotta relax. My goodness. Yo, Reed. My goodness. I never heard nothing like that. My goodness. Yo, traveling across the world with a foam finger is like insane. My goodness. But yeah, man. Oh yeah. Yo, Reed tripping. I'm about to. Yo, somebody ban Reed for 60 seconds, man, so he can really think about the shit that he's saying. He need a little reboot. He need a reset. You know what I'm saying? Favorite fantasy matchup? What we talk? I would have loved to have seen Manny Pacquiao versus Tito Trinidad. I'd have loved to have seen Antonio Margarito versus Tito Trinidad. Bernard Hopkins versus James Toney. I would have loved to have seen that fight. Unfortunately, it never happened. Of course, Lennox Lewis and Riddick Bowe. That would have been fire. George Foreman versus Mike Tyson. That would have been fire. Ali versus Joe Louis. That's a good one. I would have loved to have seen David Tua versus Mike Tyson. I think Mike would have won, but I think it would have been a good fight. I would have loved to have seen Edwin Valero versus Manny Pacquiao. Who else? I would have loved to have seen a prime Oscar De La Hoya versus Canelo. I would have loved to have seen that. 154 at 154, Oscar De La Hoya versus Canelo. I would have loved to have seen that. Tyson versus Beterbiev, LeBronto. You trying to see a body, man? That ain't even a good fight. Larry Holmes versus Lennox Lewis would have been a hell of a fight. He said me versus Rodney. You tripping? I can't believe LeBronto just said Tyson versus Beterbiev. That's crazy. Why would you want to see that? Andre Ward versus Canelo. I think Ward would have beat him up. I think Ward would have bullied him. Me versus Bumlanga. You better not get hit by Bumlanga. Y'all calling him a bum. That boy can crack. You better make sure you don't get hit by him. Andre Ward versus Bernard Hopkins would have been dope. I ain't gonna lie to you. Andre Ward versus Roy Jones. That would have been a good fight because Bernard Hopkins, even in the first fight with Roy Jones beat him, but it was a tough competitive fight. And I think, in all honesty, Andre Ward is like a modified Bernard Hopkins. I think that he's a better, more polished version of Bernard Hopkins. I think they fight very similar. It's just that Andre Ward is better. And I think that he was sharper in a few different aspects. Tank versus any nigga with some actual skill. That's crazy. Tank at 130. I gotta see Tank fight some more quality fighters. Inoue versus Shakur. Inoue too small, man. Best fighter at 135. They gotta fight each other, bro, for us to really know that. We could sit and speculate all day, but I can't speak on it for fact. I mean, if we talking about best fighter at 35, who got all the belts? I guess you could say. But what determines who's the best, though? Resume, right? So if we talking about resume at 135, who really got the best resume? I feel like all of them dudes' resumes not really like that at 35. You know what I mean? Tank versus Crawford? Yeah, you don't want to see that for real. Crawford will punish that man. Too big. Crawford too big for Tank. Tank will get crushed. Active Jamal versus Benavidez. That's a good fight. Bud versus Tyson? Bro, what is you talking about, bro? He just trying to see Bud get flatlined. What is you talking about? I would love to see Boots and Bud, man. I guess that's a fantasy fight because Bud and them saying he don't bring nothing to the table. I doubt we're going to see that. Tyson Fury versus Lennox Lewis would have been a great fight. Yeah, he said that's the point. That's crazy, Slime. Shout out. He trying to see Bud get put on the highlight reel. He going to say Bud versus Tyson. All right, bro. You need Jesus, son. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You always talking about God bless you, bro. I think you the one who need to get blessed. I think you out here wild. Seek help immediately. Boots versus Prime Thurman. Woo. The Thurman that fought Sean Porter, that would have been a good ass fight. Good ass fight. Broner versus Floyd, man, stop it. Stop it, Ree. Stop it. You want to say Bud versus Micro Crow Cop in UFC. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Tank versus Broner now. That's a good fight. At 135, when they was both clicking, because Broner was really clicking at 30-35. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a good fight. Broner versus Rolly, that's still a good fight. I would see that. I would watch that. Bud versus Godzilla. Bro, y'all gonna stop talking crazy. Yo, Lorenzo, what up, homie? Welcome. Welcome back. Tank versus Broner would have been crazy. Yes, at 35, that fight would have went heap shit. Even at 30, that's when Broner was really on a roll. I got Tank, though. I ain't gonna hold you. I got Tank. I would pay for Broner versus Rolly if the card right. Yeah. Yeah. Did they get a solid main event? I mean, a solid co-main and like a good entry? You got Broner beating Tank, bro, based off what? Because he your guy? Bro, I don't know what's up with this shit, bro. I gotta fix this shit. Oh my God. This shit's so annoying, bro. He said I got Broner. Nah, bro. Broner not beating Tank. At all. You gotta understand, bro. Broner is extremely flat-footed, man. Broner is extremely flat-footed. He pulls straight back. His defense is not the best. He would have tried that shoulder roll shit with Tank, bro. He would have got put on his back pockets, man. Straight like that. And Broner had some good feet. That's why I knew he wasn't Floyd, because I used to watch Broner fight, and I'm like, yo, this dude is, like, extremely flat-footed. Like, why do they call him the next Floyd? He don't got the abilities that Floyd got. Reed's just a fan, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy that people be fans of fighters so bad that they just like completely disregard like they common sense. They low key be delusional. It'd be crazy to me. Floyd versus Paul Williams, the height difference in arm length would have been a real tear for Floyd. Well, I think Floyd would have outboxed him still. Paul Williams had a lot of. He wasn't the best skill wise, but like you said, he had high volume. He was tall. He was rangy. But to see Paul Williams get outboxed, watch his fight against Erislandy Lara. Do Erislandy Lara and Floyd box the same? Not at all. One's a southpaw, one ain't. One got longer arms. That's Erislandy Lara. You know what I mean? Who's the bigger man? Erislandy Lara. However, they do share that ability to they're accurate punchers. They got good feet, good movement. Yeah, Paul had trouble with fighters with elusiveness. Yeah, I just think that people really, I'm not going to disrespect Paul Williams, you know what I mean? But I think they really overrated that man's abilities. I think they just saw that he was tall, and Floyd just wasn't with fighting him, so they took that as Floyd losing to Paul Williams. I don't think he would have lost to Paul Williams at all. They also said that I met Quintana though. You talking about Carlos Quintana? I met him. Nice dude. Met him in Bethlehem during I think he was training the fighter. You know what I mean? That was a good job. Meeting him was a good experience. Very nice dude. Yeah, I know Jay, but I'm just saying, I wasn't saying that you was talking about his skills. I'm talking about what boxing fans we usually say about Floyd. You know what I mean? Oh, he ducked Paul Williams. They even say he ducked Antonio Margarito. That he ducked he ducked Cotto at 47 and all this shit. What? Bro, what is y'all talking about? Y'all niggas be in the comments just talking about anything. But yeah, man, those some great fantasy matchups. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Some great fantasy matchups. Tyson Fury, Lennox Lewis would have been lit, bro. In the UK, Canelo and De La Hoya in Mexico, fire. Who else? I'm real big on that James Toney and Bernard Hopkins fight, though. Me versus Lubin. Said me versus Lubin. You ain't gonna make it, homie. You ain't gonna make it. Me versus H Money. I already put him in a coffin. Jay Cash said, I won't say Floyd ducked anyone, but I will say that he did a good job matchmaking and selecting his fights at the time he did. I'm still a Floyd fan, man. Defense is too smooth. Yeah, Floyd, one of the greatest of all time, bro. Definitely. He got one of the best resumes I've ever seen. I think he's the best defensive fighter I've ever seen, really. And like, when he was at 130, 135, man, I don't think there's many people in history that would have beat him. You know what I mean? That's what I think. He was a one-of-a-kind type of talent. I don't think we'll ever see somebody like Floyd again. That man was really unique. You know, we got Shakur's and the Jaron Ennis's coming up and stuff like that. But I look at Boots as like, he gives me, now mind you, Roy Jones was a rare type of fighter. You know what I mean? And I don't think that Boots is as athletic as Prime Roy was, but Jaron Ennis gives me Roy Jones vibes. How the way he boxes and stuff like that. It's just that Boots also has fundamentals. Boots also has a skill set. I feel like Roy Jones strictly relied on his reflexes and his God-given abilities when he fought. And it showed because when his reflexes started to go away, he looked extremely vulnerable in his fights. Yeah. No, you talking about Pretty Boy Floyd. Pretty Boy Floyd, bro. When I watched him fight Diego Corrales, man, I was like, bro, I don't know if there's many people like in the history of boxing that would have beat Floyd that night. I watched the Artur Gotti fight. I'm like, bro, like, man, ain't nobody at 140 was gonna beat that man, bro. Like that's I'm sure when that fight happened, I know that sent shockwaves through the division. Like, damn, like, do I really want to fight Floyd? You know what I'm saying? I know that had the other fighters shook. Why nobody talking about the Inoue fight, bro? Because it's like, it's not a fight we care about, bro. He going up against a guy that we know he most likely going to smoke. You know what I mean? It's just that Inoue, he had a competitive fight with Steve. He had what we thought was going to be a competitive fight against Stephen Fulton. We thought Stephen Fulton had a chance to win, and he got smoked. So he's going up against a guy he's a step down for Stephen Fulton, man. Stephen Fulton will beat that man. You know what I mean? And I've seen the dude fight. And he's tailor-made for somebody like Inoue. Inoue's going to stop him early. If he performs how he did against Stephen Fulton, he's going to stop him way earlier than he stopped Fulton. How does everybody on the money team suck, but they got the GOAT in their corner? Well, first of all, Floyd's not a trainer. He don't even run his promotional company. Leonard Ellerby runs it. It's just got his name attached to it. Yeah, Fulton was the man to beat at 22, and he beat him. So everything else, I feel like gonna be easy pickings at that weight class. Anyway, he's not gonna be at. I don't think he's gonna be at 122 long. That's what I think. I think he's gonna clean that up real quick. He probably defend his undisputed titles at 22. Then he gonna end up moving up again. I don't think his reign at 22 is gonna be long. That's what I think. You say you want to see Inoue at 130. He's gonna be at an extreme disadvantage at 130. Mark, you know I was pissed when Fulton lost. Woke up at 4:45 a.m. to watch my boy go to work. Where I was at, the fight was going on as I was at work. So this was around like 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time that I was watching Fulton fighting Inoue. Yeah, Floyd not a trainer. He don't even run his promotional company for real. He just pop up whenever he feel like it. And then on top of that, it's like Floyd had some solid dudes. They just didn't live up to their potential. Like, I remember they was boosting up Jalen Love like he was the next big thing. He was absolutely garbage. He had Badu Jack. Badu Jack was a good fighter. I thought that he didn't. I think his problem was he was real hesitant on like stepping on the gas when it came to certain fights. Like he could have beat Adonis Stevenson. You know what I mean? He blew it. But he went up to cruiserweight, ended up getting a world title. He's 40 years old. You know what I mean? Angel Tabiti, he's a solid fighter. I just don't think these guys are getting marketed properly. That's what I personally think. And they got the kid Joanne Ingram. He look like he could fight. Rolly got a world title at 140, regardless of how we feel about him. He got Kermel Moulton. Kermel Moulton is a phenomenal talent. And I got to talk to Southpaw, too. I want to interview Kermel. I got a few questions for him. I think that I could really – you can tell that kid got some type of personality, but he's hesitant to display it amongst people that he considers strangers. You know what I mean? I think that I would be able to break him out of his shell, just being able to relate to him on a boxing level and shit like that. I think I could really make that a really good interview. So I'm going to talk to Southpaw, see if he can hook that up for me. Throw me a bone real quick. Canelo tried to weight drain Badu Jack and make him fight at... No, he was trying to bring him back down to... No, I think that it was going to be at like 180-something pounds, but he wanted to put a rehydration clause on it. Badu was like, fuck out of here, you tripping. He like the only one that really walked away from the Canelo offer. Like, nah, bro, you bugging. Fuck out of here. Agreed, Juwan's shelved crazy. Like that nigga ain't fighting like a year. I thought he was fighting on like Floyd's like exhibition undercard. It's been a year that Juwan hasn't fought. I don't understand that, bro. I feel like if you knew upcoming dude, you in the prospect stage, you should be fighting as often as possible. We had a super middleweight by the name of Brandon Robinson. That man fought like 8-9 times in 1 year, bro. He got his name up quick. It was ranked in the top 15 in the country. He got caused to fight top dudes, but unfortunately he wasn't the most disciplined dude, so he missed out on a lot of money. We got offered a Berlanga fight for like $60,000, bro. You know what I mean? He wasn't able to take the fight because he was overweight. We got offered the Kevin Newman fight, who's also a Mayweather. I think he was with Mayweather Promotions at one point. I don't know about now, but we had that fight offered to us. Wasn't in the gym. Carmel Moulton versus Raymond Ford. Raymond Ford is at what weight? He's at 26, right? And Carmel is at, okay. I heard Raymond Ford about to fight for a world title soon. If that's the case, shout out to him. He came to my gym a couple months ago sparring some guys I was cool that I'm cool with, man. Raymond Ford he's an amazing talent, bro. As long as he's focused and really locked in, the night of the fight, you're gonna be very hard to beat. I feel like Mayweather only fake pushes Carmel and Rolly trash ass. Yeah, I feel like Floyd got too much of an ego. He got too much. I think he's too arrogant to put somebody ahead of him. You know what I mean? He's too obsessed with himself to ever give another man credit. He needs everything. He needs all the credit. He needs all the spotlight. He needs all the attention. Like for Carmelo last fight, bro, he said, I'm not going to speak too much because, you know, I don't want to take his shine. And then goes on and has like a fucking 20-minute speech about good investments and how his career turned out, how he didn't take any punishment, and what else he said? Smart investments and bro, all this extra shit, bro. Floyd is too arrogant to be a great promoter. If Floyd would have killed his ego, and understand that the world don't revolve around him and that he actually could cater to fighters, I think he could be the best promoter in boxing. Broly eats barnacles, y'all crazy. Yeah, if Joanne Ingram hasn't fought in over a year, that's sad though. And I also noticed that Floyd don't be putting his fighters on shows unless he's the main event. He needs to be the one fighting. It's like all his fighters revolve around his time. And that just goes to show that Floyd don't really give a fuck about the growth or potential of a fighter. He give a fuck about himself. Him and himself. You know what I'm saying? That's all he really give a fuck about. But best promoter for sure. He could be. If he wasn't so self-centered, arrogant, actually humbled himself, actually put people before, like put his fighters before like his own arrogance, he could actually do something. I think Floyd would have had a lot of fighters if he wasn't so arrogant and self-centered. But let me get up out of here, man. I done spoke enough. It's been an hour and 20. We had 20 people in the building. Hit the like button, man. Let's get these likes up. If you like the content that I'm bringing to y'all, man, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell. And then click all so you'll know when I'll be dropping videos and lives. You know what I mean? This is a great talk today. My boy Southpaw checked in with me. And he got his words off. We spoke on both topics that was available in the title. Got the chopping up about fantasy matches, all that shit. Even got a couple super chats on the way in the process, too. So I'm tired, man. I'm stumbling over my words. It's time for me to lay back for the night, man. So I'm going to holler at y'all, man. This is Mazuma TV. Shout out to the nation. Shout out to the mob for checking in with the boy, man. I'll be back with a couple videos tomorrow. We're going to expand upon that Keyshawn situation. You know what I mean? I'm going to bring some facts to the table and really break this shit down. So stay tuned for that video. But until then, this is Mazuma TV. Shout out to the nation. Shout out to the mob. Shout out to my boy Slime, Lorenzo, J Cash, Bree. Who else? Lorenzo, John Wall. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. LeBronto. Tesla, what up, homie? Everybody that's in the building, man. I'm gonna get up out of here. I'm going, man. Peace.